Hi everyone, my name is Mariana. I am self and professional coach, and this is the first video of a series of videos I will record for January, okay, for this month, talking about self-love and empowerment. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy it and feel free to comment and to share your experiences. Okay. So, nothing better than start this new year with high self-esteem and high self-love. So, full of love, full of self-esteem is the best way to start this year. Feeling good with yourself, right? So, I would like to ask you, what have you done this year to love yourself? What are the people surrounding you this year? Are you surrounded by people who makes you feel good about yourself? Or you are surrounded by people who makes you look for specific details in yourself that you want to change or that you feel uncomfortable with? And one last question. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Tough one, right? Why am I asking you this? Because today I would like to share with you 7 ways or 7 tips for you to have a great relationship with yourself and to improve your self-esteem and your self-love. Okay, so here goes the first one. So the first tip I have for you is that you need to be surrounded by people who makes you feel good with yourself. You need to have relationships, to have friendships that makes you feel good, and not that kind of relationship that you have a jealous friend, or you have that friend that is always looking something on you to criticize or to point out some fault and makes you feel uncomfortable with yourself. Okay, so first tip, be surrounded by people who makes you feel good with yourself. That will be the first one. The second tip I would say, to look with kindness to others and of course to yourself too. And what do you think I'm trying to say to you? What I want for you to pay attention is that self-esteem is directly related to the way you see yourself and the way you act with others. So if you are cruel to other people, for example, I'm walking in the street and I look this girl passing through me and she looks so weird with that clothes. So I start saying, okay, look at that girl. She's just ridiculous wearing this. And you start criticizing her. But at the same time, you are afraid that people around you criticize you too. You are afraid that people act the same way with you. So if you act kindly with other people, you probably will receive kindness. And you will, of course, treat yourself with kindness too, because that's the way you're treating people. That's the way you feel about yourself. So treat other people and of course yourself with kindness. That will be the second tip. Now the third one I would say, and that one is very important, is that you need to make up with a mirror. Okay, start a new relationship with your image in the mirror. So stop in front of the mirror, look at yourself, and start paying attention on things that makes you feel good about yourself, things that you like on yourself. For example, when I stop in front of the mirror and I'm paying attention on things that I like my eyes, I like my hair. So why not to look in the mirror and say, whoa, I have this great hair and that beautiful green eyes. Instead of look yourself in the mirror and say, oh, I have this awkward nose. I mean, I could just make some plastic surgery and change this because I don't feel comfortable with my nose. And why is that? People are different, and that's okay. It's important to feel good with yourself and to recognize good things on you, things that you like in yourself, instead of paying attention every time on things that you want to change or that you feel uncomfortable with. Okay, so that would be the third tip for you to improve your self-love and your self-esteem. The fourth one is an interesting one. Okay, so the fourth one is to recognize your intelligence and your qualities, of course. So it's important for you to know yourself and to realize things that you are good at and things that you are not. Because when you know things that you are good at, you don't let other people to point out just the bad things about yourself. So every time that a person starts to criticize yourself, you can point a good thing about yourself too. So, for example, I'm not really into mathematics. So maybe a friend come to me and said, "Oh, you are so bad in mathematics. You don't even know how to count." Okay, maybe that's true. But I'm super good on dealing with people. And that's good. That's a quality. So I don't have to be good on everything. Okay? I just need to know things that I'm good at. Because I may be not good on mathematics or logics or things that are related to numbers. But I'm good with people. And that's a good quality too. Okay? So that would be the fourth one. The fifth one would be to rationalize. Okay, but what do you mean by rationalize? By rationalize, I mean that if something bothers you or makes you feel uncomfortable with yourself, you just need to stop and ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Why exactly I'm feeling uncomfortable with myself? Or why this situation or this person made me feel uncomfortable with myself? It's important for you to rationalize. It's important for you to stop and start thinking, why am I feeling this way? And once you know the answer, it's much easier to solve the situation and to know if something that you need to change about yourself, or if some people you need to take off your life. Of course, we have those every time. So there are people that must come to our life, and there are others that we just need to take off because they aren't good for ourselves. Okay? So rationalize. Think rationally. It's important for you and makes you grow up too. Okay? So rationalize. The sixth one, we're almost ending, okay? I thought I said for you 7 tips. So the sixth one is to know yourself, and that's one of the most important tips I have to share with you. It's really important to know yourself. And what do you mean by know yourself? I mean that you must know who you are. Okay, so who is Mariana? What does she like? What she doesn't like? Okay, so it's important for you to start a new relationship with yourself. It's important for you to realize things that you like, that you don't like. Do you like some specific kind of music? Do you like some specific kind of movies, for example? What kind of book do you like to read? What kind of people do you like to be related with? What are your friends? Why they are your friends? Does he or she, do they make you feel comfortable with yourself? Okay, so it's important for you to know yourself, to start a new relationship with your true self. So know yourself will be the most important tip I have to share with you. And then we go for the last one, the 7th tip. And that one is interesting too, because it says for you to don't be so hard on yourself. That is the tough one, right? because we generally tend to over criticize ourselves. We tend to be so harsh on ourselves, and we are not that way with other people, are we? So every time that you stop and realize that you are criticizing yourself, just think, would I say something like that to a dear friend that I love? Of course not, because you tend to be hard on yourself, harder than you would be with a friend. So if you wouldn't say some kind of thing, or you wouldn't criticize your friend that way because you love him, why exactly would you say that for you if you love yourself? So stop being so hard on yourself. Okay, respect your time to grow up. Respect your time to change, your time to learn. It's important for us to respect our times. Nobody is the same. I mean, we are not in the same time of other people. We learn differently. Our time is different. So respect that. This is what makes us unique. And that's okay, that's great. Alright? And of course, it's important for you to realize that we always have the good and the bad days, and that's okay. Not every day will be pink. Not every day you will wake up thinking, oh my god, this is just an amazing day, I want to go out, I want to talk with people, I want to hang out with my friends and be happy. Okay? There are the great days too. And it's okay, it's part of our lives. We don't always wake up in this great mood and always talkative, always wanting to go out, etc. Okay? So it's important for you to realize that we have the great days too. And they are important for us because we learn a lot from those days. So when you wake up on those great days, ask yourself, why are you feeling so introspective? Okay? Respect that moment. It's important for you too. Okay, so that are the 7 tips I would say for you to improve your self-love and self-esteem. I hope you all enjoy it, of course, and feel free to follow me on social media. Okay, I will let my address and my email here on the video, so you feel free to check out my page, my blog, and feel free to comment. I would love for you if you comment and share your experience. What do you do to love yourself? Thank you so much, and see you next week. Bye bye.